Hello, I'm going to show you how to create a matrix using a tone row. So on the top row up here I have my 12 tones, and you need to check to make sure that you have every note in the chromatic scale. And I'm using only sharps. If you use sharps and flats it gets kind of confusing. You could use only flats and it would be equally not confusing, I guess. So I check, I say A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F sharp, G, where's my G's? Down here at the very end, and then G sharp, and then I'm back to A. Make sure you have 12 tones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, let me try to erase without messing up here. You need to do that or you'll be sitting there a while trying to figure out why your matrix didn't work. This is my 4th attempt to get this correct. Okay, and then I made a circle over here on the bottom corner, or sort of the middle, and I put every tone on there as well, and I put them in order. So I have A sharp, B, C sharp, D, etc., all the way around to G sharp. Okay, I'm going to label between my first and my second interval down here how many half steps it takes to get from F to G sharp. And I'm going to go chromatically clockwise on my chart over here. So F to G sharp. Yes, it'd be closer to go the other direction in some cases, but only go clockwise. So I'm starting on F. I count starting on F sharp would be 1, 2, 3. I'm going to put this in green. And then I go from G sharp to B. Here's my G sharp. So I start on the next note would be 1, 2, 3. I can't get my part. There we go. If I count the G sharp as 1, and the A is 2, and the A sharp is 3, and the B is 4, that's fine. Just make sure you stay consistent. I'm not counting the note that I'm starting with. So now B to C sharp. 1, 2. C sharp to A. There's C sharp. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Almost messed up there. I had to go to A sharp, not A. Didn't leave myself much space up at the top. A sharp to A. You have to go all the way around the chart, and that takes 11 steps. I'm going to put it down here just so we can see. And then A to F sharp. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. F sharp to C. Where's that sharp? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. C to D. 2. D to E is also 2. E to D sharp is all the way around to the D sharp, so it's 11. Shouldn't have anything bigger than 11 if you're doing it my way. D sharp to G. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hopefully yours looks a little neater than mine. Okay, now I'm going to rewrite those numbers over here on the side. So I have 3, 3 again, 2, 9, 11, 9, 6, 2, 2, 11, 4. Okay, I'm going to start on the F up here, and I'm going to go backwards 3, and hopefully it'll work out. So I start on the F right here. I'm going to switch my color to purple. F. Okay, 3 away. 1, 2, 3. Counterclockwise to D. Starting on D, I'm going to go counterclockwise 3. Here's the 3 I'm using. So starting on D. 1, 2, 3. I'm going on B. Starting on B, I'm going to go counterclockwise 2. Starting on B. 1, 2. And on A. counterclockwise from A, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 lands on C. You could also just take the inverse. If you know that, looking at my top row, F to G sharp, if you know, like quickly, that that is, what is that? I guess an augmented second. You could take the inverse of that and go down an augmented second as well. Okay, I'm on C, and I'm going to go 11 counterclockwise, so I'm going to land on C sharp. C sharp, backwards 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is E, I believe. I'm going to check that one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, yes. And then E, 6 counterclockwise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 would be A sharp. 2, G sharp. Another 2 would be F sharp. 11, I like these 11s, they're easy. I get to G, I'm about to run into space, but 4 from G is 1, 2, 3, 4, D sharp. Okay, here's the moment of truth. Let's see if I have every note and if I'm duplicated anything. Let's see if I have 12 first. And I'll switch to red so you can see where I'm marking. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 letters in this column. Let's see if I start on A, if I go up by half steps, to see if I end on G sharp. If I have any duplicates, I'm in trouble. A sharp, B, C sharp, D sharp, E, F is top, F sharp, G, and G sharp. Whew. Okay, you don't need the little numbers anymore, and you don't need your chart over here on the right, or little the wheel, the circle thing. So I'm going to erase that. My top row is random. You can pick your order if you like, but it needs to sound fairly random. When you're using every note, it's going to sound good and random. I just tore mine up and drew them from a hat, and that's how I came with my row. I didn't have a hat, I just got my hat. Alright, so now I'm going to make my second row. I'm going to go up a half step. Here's my prime row up here. Oops, I'm erasing still, let's see. My top row is my prime row. That's supposed to be an arrow. Starting on F. One note above F is F sharp. So I'm going to find F sharp in my column. Here's F sharp right here. So I'm going to go up a half step from F to get to F sharp. Just like math, whenever you go up, when you do something to one side, you have to do the same thing to the other side. So I went up from F to F sharp, so G sharp in my top column, my top row, has to go up to A. Don't use flats if you're using just sharps, it's much easier. Or if you use just flats, don't use sharps. Okay, my third note is B, go up a half step to C. C sharp goes up to D, A sharp goes to B, A goes to A sharp, F sharp goes to G, C sharp, D sharp, F, E, and G sharp. Okay, now I'm going to start on this row. This row starts with F sharp, so I'm going to find a half step above F sharp and move to that row next. If you look all the way down, next to the bottom, just underneath the F sharp, I have a G. So that, I move F sharp up to G, so I move A up to A sharp. C sharp, D sharp, C, B, G sharp, D, E, F sharp, F, and A. I'll do one more. Go up from G to G sharp. It's up a couple rows. I'll go A sharp to B, D, E, C sharp, C, A, sharp, F, G, F sharp, and B. Okay, there's one way you can make sure you're getting the right answer, and you can kind of see that I'm getting it correct. Let's do, well, I won't do that. If you look right here, if you were to go at an angle all the way through your chart like this, no, I didn't line up quite right, but it should be that whenever you do this, every F should be like there should be an F here, an F here, an F here. You should have a diagonal line of Fs. You can see mine kind of worked right here. I mean, it will work. My chart's just not very beautiful because my handwriting, but it will work. So you'll have Fs all along this whole diagonal here. And that's a good way to check. Okay, and then you're ready to label your rows. I'm going to try to erase without messing up too much here. Get this stuff off the edges. Again, pardon my third grade font. Whoa. Okay, that's good enough. Okay, so my top row, my original row, that's called my prime row. And we're going to call that P0. P stands for prime, and 0 stands for, I guess, my first row. I don't know, there's probably some smart person out there who knows what it means. If you go up a half step from that, we said that was F sharp, so F sharp would be my prime row, and it's one half step up. My P2, or prime 2 row, is going to be G. Where's the G? Oh, it's right underneath it. P3, P4, P5. I don't see P. Oh, there it is. P6, P7, P8, P10, and then P11. Okay, going down, that's going to be inversion. So this is my inversion. Oh, I can't write. It's going to have to write on top of letters. I didn't save enough space at the top. This is my inversion column 0. Inversion 0. So one note up from F is F sharp. So my F sharp over here, that's going to be I1. I can't fit it, so I'm going to write it down here. It would go on top, of course, because you're going to have notes going below this. And then G is I2. G sharp I3, whatever that is. And then A is I4, etc. And then we would have, this whole thing is filled up with letters, of course. Going reverse on the P0 row, that's called retrograde. So this is my retrograde 0 row. G sharp, which I have down here, thankfully, is retrograde 1, and then A would be a half step up from G sharp. That's going to be retrograde 2. B, no, I'm sorry, A sharp. Did I mess up over here? I did. Sorry, everybody. This should be A sharp here. Let me fix that. So this note that I'm erasing is A sharp. Because a half step above A is A sharp. That is retrograde 3, etc. And then the last thing would be retrograde inversion. And mine's not going to fit because I used the bottom of the screen and I haven't finished the bottom row. But this D sharp, way down here, I'm going to mark it in green at the bottom left corner. This column going upward, the first column, is going to be the one I'm pointing at, retrograde inversion 0. So you'd find E on my bottom row, which I don't have yet, and that would be retrograde inversion 1. Can you guess where it would be? 0, where's F sharp? Oh, it's right here, so it would be right here, I believe. Maybe I'm wrong. Retrograde inversion 1. And that's how you create the matrix.